Okay, so today is, what is it? It's June 28th. We're nearing the end of the month. We have one more day before the June pay cycles end. I'll explain what that means in a second. And then the calendar month ends on Thursday. So if you're shooting for a Success Club, you have all the way through Thursday at midnight on Eastern Time. If you're shooting for a rank or paid as a certain rank this month in June, you want to hit it by Wednesday night at midnight Eastern Time. So if you're shooting for the diamond, Carl's diamond shirt, you have till Wednesday at midnight. If you need to have one paid week as an emerald in June, it's this week. You know, that's for customer leads. You need to have at least 1 week paid as an emerald. Basically, this is our last pay cycle in June this week. So take a note on that. If you're a brand new, soon-to-be emerald, you can make emerald this week and qualify for leads for July. And if you've never made emerald before, Beachbody will give you a grace period of a few days, and you can make emerald for the next week, and then you can ask for a lead exception if you hit all the other qualifications. And if I'm speaking to you with that, follow up with your coach and look in the FAQs on the lead exception rule so that you can make sure to have everything set up. You need to be, in Success Club with your page, your profile updated with a picture and all the things you need, and then you can get that lead exception. Leads are very valuable. Okay. Trying to think if there's any other updates. I wanted to announce our top people for the week. If I can grab my graphic and just give kudos to those of you who are top performers this month. Our team has already helped over 140 people this month, guys. We had, I think, 287 Success Club points this month so far, and I know there's a lot of people pushing for more people to help this month, so I just wanted to recognize every single one of you, and I tried to tag you all in a post, got your last names in there. It would not let me tag you, so just tag your people, tag your friends, just give them kudos. Our top Success point earners this month, we have, I'm trying to pull up the graphic a little better so I can read it. Melissa Prestapino with 14, Dina Sears with 13, Lisa Gratis with 12, Dora Rodriguez with 12, Andy Stotts with 10, Carrie Casterly with 9, Grace Marie Boland with 8, Maureen Cherrycella with 8, Anne-Marie Sunderhouse with 8, Donna Villavicencio with, Anne-Marie had 7, Donna Villavicencio with 6, Sala Ixman with 6, Gretchen Bates with 6, Christina Murata with 6, Denise Lawrence with 6, Andrea Trin with 5, Tracy Vittorine with 5, and Diana Keeler with 5. And a ton of people who are on the fence, and myself included. I plan to get to 10, but I'm only at 4. So we can still do it, guys. There's still a lot of time left. Only a couple of days, but a lot of time if we work to help people. The top producers for last week, we have Jen Thatcher with 1,207 PV for last week. That's incredible. Awesome, Jen. Beth Feller with 744, Marianne Still with 630, Lee Ratterman with 517, Carrie Casserly with 510, Gretchen Bates with 474, Danielle Kessler with 465, Laura Mendel with 405, Nikki Purley with 390, and Liesl Nixon with 375. And people have asked me what that is. That is basically someone's sales and purchases combined. So it's what you did. It's not necessarily reflecting your team. It's just your own points. So all the people that you've been helping cumulatively, the orders that came through last week. So what closed last week, not anything that happened from last Thursday. That's this week. So it's the week that closed last week. So that's just great work, guys. I know that you're out there helping a lot of people. And JT, just kudos to you. That's a really high number, and that's a really good place to be. So just keep helping and sharing. And I know it's frustrating for some of us, and I had conversations with a lot of people today because we're not where we want to be. The people that we're trying to help are not ready, and that's really frustrating. So just don't let that discourage you, because it's hard and it's easy to get discouraged, but I feel like you just keep asking. Okay, that's the end of my preach for today. I'm going to let Brandy unmute. I'm going to mute, and I'm going to let her talk. Tonight we have Brandy Stark. She's one of our 2-star diamond coaches on our team. She's a consistent leader. She does everything she needs to do. She's incredible at graphics. She's inspiring. She knows and does so much research, and she's super funny, if you ask me, in a sarcastic way that I love. I just love her to death. She happens to be one of my PS coaches, and I'm so blessed to have her on our team. And tonight she's going to share with us Snapchat, and I'm sure that her now 17-year-old has taught her most of what she knows. I know my 12-year-old teaches me anything that I know, which is about this much on Snapchat. So Brandy, thank you for joining us and for sharing. And she's going to share her screen, so if you are able to, get to your computer, it might be bigger for you. Here is Brandy Stark and Snapchat.
Hi, guys. Okay, so first of all, I just want to apologize quickly because it's my daughter's birthday and we just got home like 10 minutes ago. So I'm not organized, so I'm probably going to be all over the place. But like you said, my 17-year-old daughter is the one that pretty much taught me Snapchat. And the reason that is because the teenagers and college kids are the ones that start out on these new social media platforms. And then a couple years later, we all show up, and then they're like, we got to get the heck out of here. So all our parents are here now, so they're moving on to the next thing. That kind of went Facebook, and then Twitter, and then Instagram, and now Snapchat is actually the fastest growing social media platform that's out there. And most of you probably know that Mark Zuckerberg or Facebook bought Instagram not too long ago, and they paid $1 billion for Instagram. And so recently, Mark Zuckerberg tried to buy Snapchat for $3 billion. So he recognizes that it's going to be a threat to his Facebook, and he doesn't want someone else owning that. The biggest demographic of Snapchat users is 17 to 25-year-olds. And then the next biggest demographic is 25 to 34-year-olds. So if you are, if that's your age group that you're looking for challengers or coaches, then you should be on Snapchat, not leave Facebook, because Facebook still dominates everything. But you should at least get on Snapchat and start growing your account there, because that's just going to keep growing. There's over 100 million users on Snapchat right now. It's almost up to 200 million now, actually. So in contrast to that, the biggest demographic that's coming over to Facebook right now are 55 years old and older. So kind of just shows you what the shift is happening there, which might explain why Mark Zuckerberg's a little bit nervous. And I wanted to, I'm not going to share my screen quite yet. So for me, I don't know if all of you are on Snapchat. So what it is, there's two options. One, you can send, it's all photograph based. So you can send a snap, which is a picture, to just one individual person. And it'll be available for up to 10 seconds after they open it, and then it disappears and it's gone forever. They never see it again. And then the other option is what's called your story, which is kind of similar to your Facebook timeline. It's just a running story, and so everything you add to your story, anyone that follows you can view that story, and anything on your story disappears after 24 hours. One thing I do want to say about when somebody, just as a little FYI, when somebody sends you a snap, if you open it and then take a screenshot of it, they're going to get a notification that you did that, so don't do that. And you do have the option of replaying a snap one time, and if you do that, they're also going to get a notification. So that's less creepy to replay it, but if you take a screenshot of it, people are probably going to wonder what you're doing with it. So that's just a little heads up. So the way I I think Snapchat is very much more authentic and real than Facebook right now, because everything we share on Facebook is kind of really polished, and it's like the highlight reel, and Snapchat is really like a behind the scenes of people's life, because you're just taking, you're not editing, you're just taking it and sending it, and you don't care, because in 24 hours it's gone. I kind of compare it to like an email versus a text. Like Facebook is more comparable to me as an email. You're going to put some thought into it. You're going to use correct punctuation, and you're really going to put a little time into sending that email. And then Snapchat is more like a text. You're just going to throw something together and shoot it out. So what do I want to say here? Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and show you guys. The easiest way, it's kind of hard for me to talk about what I do. It's just easier for me to share some pictures. So let me go here.
Thank you.
Okay, and sorry, tell me if you guys can see this.
Yes.
So this was really interesting to me. Look here on the side. This is how many minutes per month people spend on each social media platform. So you can see Facebook. I don't know if that noise is. Do you guys all have that feedback?
A little. I bet if people mute. Have everyone mute. I'm going to mute.
That's better. Okay. So you can see Facebook is way above anything else. But then you got Snapchat over here, which is even taking over Instagram. So I thought that was pretty significant. And then obviously Twitter and Google Plus and all that other stuff is even less. So this is just one example. So, okay, what you need to do is you got to give people a reason to go over to Snapchat to follow you. So you can try a couple different things. Some people will do, they'll do like a teaser, like if you want to see, I can't even think of anything off the top of my head, but I'm doing this. If you want to see how it turns out, come follow me on Snapchat. Meaning they're not going to post it on Facebook. If you want to see it, you got to get over to Snapchat. This is something I did on this Instagram, and I also did it on my like page. This isn't the exact one that I used, but this is I couldn't find it, and this was a close one. So basically, I did like a little meal prep. If you want to, because people know me for meal prepping, and so I get a lot of questions about it. So I posted on both Instagram and my Facebook like page that if you wanted to see how I meal prep for the week, go over to Snapchat. And then I did a little story on my Snapchat timeline and showed all my steps throughout the day. So this is an example of what I shared somewhere else to pull people over to Snapchat. And then, let's see. Okay, now I don't know if this is just going to be weird, but I'm just going to show you what I put on Snapchat after I got them over there. So, picture of my cleaned up produce. And it looks kind of cool, like, because everything was up for 10 seconds and it just went to the next thing and went to the next thing, went to the next thing. It's really like if you're reading oops, that one's not in order, sorry. It's really like if you are just reading like a quick book, how your story is. It just starts at the beginning of your day and goes to the end of the day. So just bear with me during this part. So then here I'm prepping food, but I threw in my containers. People see me talk about containers all the time too. Just showed that I prep my veggies that I can then use for anything. Showed overnight oats as one idea. Again, I got the containers in there. This is the weirdest call you guys have ever been on. Like no talking, just all these pictures. And then I threw in the container count, one red, one yellow, one purple. Tried to add like a little interesting value, like resistant starches. That's something that people might not know about. They're really good for you. How to not get bored with chicken, even though I hate chicken. Okay, and then here I tried to add a little more value. Like if you don't have time to clean or time to cook, here's protein options that require zero cooking. I'm getting there. Again, I tried to do that with veggies too. If you run out of produce, keep this stuff in the freezer. You just grab it, and it's meal prepping that requires no prep. Throw in a blue container. Okay. I'm getting close to the end of this one, and then I'll show you guys something else. I probably didn't need to show you guys every single one of this, but here's my dishes, FML. You can't, kind of hard to see that. And then that's a wrap. So you can kind of see like how it just all started from, I just went from beginning and then like put an ending to the story. So something else that I like to do, I guess I would call them kind of like a daily theme. And I don't do this very often because I don't want people to go over to Snapchat and then say, oh, well, she's just trying to use Snapchat as one more place to try to sell me a challenge pack or to sign up as a coach. So I'll just do this like maybe once a month at most, but it'll be like a theme day and I'll announce what it is going to be. So here's what I did. Follow tomorrow's snaps, sneak peek into what I do each day as a Beachbody coach. So I did that the night before. So now everyone's been warned. Tomorrow is going to be all about me posting coaching stuff. I don't want to work out, take my pre-workout. See, and this is like the kind of, I would never post this picture on Facebook. No, it's just, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not that catchy, you know? It's just kind of boring. It's not going to make people stop scrolling, but Snapchat is fine. Okay, so then I did my workout. Checking in on my team of coaches and our super top secret Facebook page. Just kind of letting people know that, hey, if you become a coach with us, you have 732 other people helping you along. You're not in it by yourself. And plus, this top secret Facebook page, people always want to be in that. Okay, now here I am checking in on my accountability group. And then I'm going to explain that a challenge group, or I should have said accountability group to keep it consistent, but fitness and nutrition accountability. And sweaty selfies. And I'm blocking out everyone's name. You can see that I blocked all that stuff out. And funny memes. Okay, and then I'm gonna go over here, and my next one is showing that you get an online office. I mean, people don't know that, and so now they can see that you get some support when you sign up as a coach. And then this was my ending to my story. Coaching. Work out and drink Shakeout to be healthier. Invite others to do the same thing. Easy. And then, so that was that's kind of a sneak peek on Snapchat, similar to what we do on Facebook. What else did I want to say? Does anyone have any questions? So, okay, I just want to say, for me, the real value in Snapchat for your business is more so than, let me stop sharing. More so than having it be one more spot where you can show your Shakeology or show your workout or whatever. You can do those things, that's fine, because it really is just all these random things that you're doing throughout the day. So if you're working out every day and you post that every single day on Snapchat, that's fine. You would never do that on Facebook. People would freak out and get mad at you. But on Snapchat, it's a different story. So you can post your workout every single day, and you can post your shake every day. As long as you're posting a bunch of other non-Beachbody things, that's fine. But the real value is you can take little 10-second videos, and if you do one or two of those a day and it's you talking about something, it really gets people to be able to see your personality more so than on Facebook with just a post or with a post and a picture. And it's kind of similar to on Facebook, how we want to do all these live videos so that people can connect with us and see who we are. So if you let's say you have challengers that came over from your like page, or you have challengers in your challenge group that are they came to you as a referral from someone else and they don't know you personally. I just think Snapchat is a really cool way to connect with them and let them see who you are outside of your challenge group. So I'm sorry, this is really short, but if you guys have questions, otherwise I don't know. I know Jen was going to jump in, Jen Kelly. She follows another coach. It's actually Sarah Molnar that was in Arizona with us. And I haven't seen any of what Sarah does, but Jen said Sarah does it really well too. So Jen might have some good tips.
And there's a couple questions too, Brandy. I know Beth Feller said she had some, but I don't know if you want to go through those. Beth, do you want to ask your question and then we'll go through? There's a few others in the chat.
Sure. Sorry, I couldn't get unmuted.
Yeah, no problem.
So on some of the pictures you had in Snapchat where you had like the words written or like a little picture, can you edit all that right in Snapchat? Like it's easy to do?
Yeah, let me, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this. I'll try.
Can you airdrop your phone to the computer?
What's that?
I said, can you airdrop your phone to the computer? But maybe that's not, I don't know. Okay, I someone else.
You can screen share your, screen share your iPhone.
Yeah.
You can?
Is that with
How do I do it?
that air?
In the screen share thing.
Thanks.
It's really
You
specific.
totally can. Just do what you did, just share your screen and it says iPhone. Cool.
Am I doing this from Zoom?
You have to have your Bluetooth on. Yeah.
I just saw mine.
Okay. Oh, okay. Let me turn my Bluetooth on.
So crazy, Heather.
Jen Thatcher told me that, and I was like blown away.
I thought Jen Thatcher did.
I need to plug in.
I think she did AirDrop one time for me, and I was blown away by that.
Sorry, it says I need a plug in. I'll just see if I can.
Okay.
Okay, so I just took a picture, and there's a little, oops. There's a little T. It's not gonna work.
We can see the T. No, we can see it.
Okay, you can?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna click the T, and then here's all your text. You just start typing in there. Click done. You can move it around if you want. If you want to make it bigger, click the T again. Then there's a little pencil right here. That's where you can do all your drawing.
Okay.
Push the pencil again when you're done with that. And then there's like a little folded corner box, square. Push that, and that's all your emojis.
Okay, cool.
So you can stick a monkey in there. Now, if you want your monkey bigger, push the T, and you can drag him around and make him as big as you want.
Okay.
Your timer is in the bottom. You can set it from 1 second to 10 seconds. Then next to that, the little arrow pointing down. Once I have this, before I push the arrow to send it to a person or to my story, if I click that down arrow, it will save this to my phone.
Okay.
My camera. So that's how I shared all those pictures.
That was my question, because I know that they don't save to your phone. Okay, thank you.
And then if you want to just put it right on your story, public to everyone, you just push that and it will take you right to your story. If you want to send it to just one person, click the blue arrow and choose who you're going to send it to. So I just clicked on Afton, and I'm just going to, you can send it to multiple people. This means I have a snap. So if I click on it, it will take me to this page. I have a snap from Afton. This, the 3 dots, takes you to a person's story, or everyone's stories. So it'll only load 3 stories at a time. So you gotta wait until it loads 3, and then you just push on the story you want to see. Let me, I'll show you, for those of you that don't already have it. Okay, here's somebody funny that I follow. Okay, so I just pushed on her story, and then you'll just see how, without doing anything else, she's doing a couple quick little videos. She's training her cat to poop in the toilet. It gets funny, but anyway, you see how they just keep going. And so like when I was doing, like my food prep, it like flowed a lot smoother than when I'm showing it to you guys. But so.
How do you use the filter? Like when the tongue stick out?
Okay, so here's a picture. Slide to the right, and here's all your filter options. You just keep going until you find the one that you want. You've seen people like post, they've got like a dog face or a cat face. What you do is you put it in selfie mode facing you, and then before you take the picture of your face, hold hold and press on your face, and then a bunch of filters will pop up at the bottom, and then you slide through those. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, and then you pick if you want a dog face or a swap face or whatever.
So, okay, one more question. I get confused. I had it to like snap pictures to my kids, and I can't even scroll through the thing. Like, I forget. I don't know which page is what. I get so frustrated, I just leave.
It's because everything we do, like Facebook and Instagram, we go down, 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 and Snapchat is all left and right.
Okay.
Go to the right if you want to see everyone's public stories. Go to the left if you want to get the private Snapchat that was sent just to you.
Okay.
And then you can go down, but that's like to do your stuff with your account, to add people, to have people add you.
How are you, is there a way to add pictures? Like I saw that you had like your I don't know how to pronounce them, memes or whatever.
Yep.
So how do you, because all I know is like you can take a picture with it, but how do you add a picture? So like if there's a picture that I took and I was like, oh, I should have put that on Snapchat. Is there a way to do that?
Yes, but it won't allow you to do it to your story. You can, and Heather, I think, knows how to do it. I haven't done it, but you can, if you're going to send it to somebody individually or just a number of people individually, you can upload from your phone, a photo from your phone.
So then how are you getting those other ones on there then for your story?
Your story has to be all live pictures, like that you take a picture right from Snapchat.
Right. Okay. I know, but I mean like from the story that you showed of your day of meal prepping, and then you had like that funny picture on there. How did you get that into your story?
I took a picture in my Facebook group of that with Snapchat.
Okay. All right.
Snapchat at the computer.
Okay. Cool. I just figured out Snapchat the other night.
It gets easy. Like I started it and stopped it a bunch of times because it was annoying. But we tend to only want to do what we know. So just practice around on it and practice with your kids or friends first, before you do something you regret. I'm kidding.
I have one more question, Brandy.
Okay.
So when you did say the meal prep thing and you added it to your story, you added like one picture at a time throughout the day, or is it you add it all at once?
I took a picture as I was doing everything. Okay. So I cleaned my fruit and then I took a picture, and because you have to, if you don't post it to Snapchat, you lose it. You can't write somewhere and then feed it in later.
Okay, I get it. Okay. You're not taking it on your camera roll, you're taking it actually in the app.
Yep.
Okay.
You can save your entire story all at once, though, like at the end of the day. If you want to just have everything and then you can kind of feature it later. Like, yesterday on Snapchat, I went over this entire meal. You can do your whole, so you're not going like having to save it all at once. You can do it at the end of the day. You can just save your entire day's worth of story and then use it later on. You could like make a collage with it or something, in a different app for other platforms like Instagram or Facebook.
That's cool. Okay. Thank you.
That is something else I want to show you guys, but I got to take a picture of something and post it on my story to show you because I don't have a story going right now. So, okay, so I just took a picture of our Zoom call. I'm going to add it to my story. Hopefully this will work quickly. Okay, so you probably can't see. Up at the top, it says my story. And then you go over to the far right, and there's 3 vertical dots. If you click on those dots, it will show you how many people have viewed your story. So you can see how many people are looking at it each day, and then it will actually list out the people that saw it. So it's kind of fun. The other thing that I thought about, like with Snapchat too, that's nice. Like Facebook just shows your post to whoever they think they should show it to. Like with Snapchat, everyone sees it. Everyone that follows you sees it all. One other thing I was going to say, another way to get people to go over and add you is if you have like something really funny or like one of your better snaps, download it and save it and then share it over on Facebook too. Do that occasionally, and then people can see what kind of stuff you're doing over on Snapchat, and it makes them see that you're doing things a little differently over on Snapchat, and it makes them want to follow you, because then they think, if you're putting different stuff, then they want to see the stuff that they're missing out by not being there. I'm just looking if anyone has any more questions. Are you automatically public when you join? You can choose. You can choose to be public, which means anyone can see your snaps, even if you don't follow them. If they follow you, but you don't follow them, they can still see your snaps. Or you can choose friends only, and what that means is they follow you and you follow them back also. Only those people would see it. So you can set that up in your settings. And you can also set up to kind of, I don't want to say block people, but you can set it up so that certain people can't see your story. So you can make it public to everyone else. And once you set it, it stays that way until you go back and change it. Your story only lasts 24 hours. Yes, anything on your story. So whatever I just posted just now will be gone 24 hours from now. And then anything I post after that will be there until that picture's 24 hours has passed. Yes, there's also a chat feature. I don't use the chat a lot. It's kind of like sending a text message inside Snapchat with no picture attached. I don't use it a lot. Melissa, if you use it and like it and want to share, feel free. Yeah, Danielle, you're right. Like, you're not supposed to post anything other than live in the moment photos. That's the whole point of Snapchat, is that it's supposed to be really, really unedited and what's happening right now. The concept is, it is more like how we live in life. Like if you go to work and you talk to somebody, pass them in the hall, and then that moment's gone. I don't know if that makes sense. How are you connecting with people in terms of converting them to a Facebook friend or customer? I would say mostly people are going to follow me on Facebook first. They wouldn't follow me on Snapchat first, because Snapchat doesn't have like a very good way of getting people to add you like other social media does. So I'm already going to probably be friends with them on Facebook. But I have had some people from my like page that don't know me have followed me on Snapchat. So we've kind of, we've started connecting a little bit that way by sending, like I'll send them just private snaps and they'll send me snaps other than outside of my story. Yeah, you get followers. They need to come find you. That's why give them something, like post on Instagram or Facebook or your Facebook page, and give them a reason to want to go over there. Yeah, I don't know how to do the profile pic, how to add the profile pic. Does anyone that does know how to do that want to share?
If you go in your app to the top where the picture thing is, I can see if I can show mine, but I don't know. Like if hold on, if I move out, it should give me there. So if this was your Snapchat and you like clicked up here, can you see mine? If you click that, you should be able to change it. So you click this little button and it'll take a series of photos like all in a row, and then it'll post it as a video. So I was eating an apple and I'm really weird. And I want people to know that, so that's just what I did, was made a smile and then just chomp my apple, and it shot that really fast. And then that's it. You can redo it. Yeah, that's it.
There's also a way, this weekend, I just learned this too. So there's a way so when you add friends, like say you're out somewhere and you want to be friends with somebody on Snapchat. So if you go into the add friends right there, and then add nearby. Can you guys see it? There's a glare. there's an area that says add nearby. So if you're standing next to somebody and you hit add nearby, it's really cool because then you take a picture with your, so let's see, you go into add nearby. Well, I can't do it because it says no one's here. But basically it comes up and then you need to take a picture with your Snapchat of their icon of this thing. And then your friends. Then they just have to accept it. It's pretty cool. So like it's an easy way to, like if you meet somebody at a restaurant and you're like, hey, catch me on Snapchat. That hasn't happened, but anyway, you can do.
It's like a QR code, I think. Like it's a unique snap to you, and when they click it, like it adds you.
Exactly. Yeah, it's really cool. It reminds me of like when I think when cell phones first came out, and you could like hit them head to head and like get somebody's number. So it's really cool in that way, I think.
You can also take a screenshot of your profile picture, your icon, and if you put that on Facebook, if somebody is on their computer on Facebook, they can just hold their phone in Snapchat up to the computer screen and add you that way too.
You can save your like video thing too from your Snapchat and post it on your other platforms so people know to follow you there, which is cool because the video, it gives them kind of a little look into your personality. Like if you're going to do the video feature, I think you definitely need to like be the side of you that people don't see on maybe Facebook or Instagram, because like I'm weird all the time, but I'm a little weirder on Snapchat, I think, than on Facebook and Instagram. But so they can see that right away and it saves, and you can post that whole video, that little quick video to your other platforms, and they can see that glimpse real fast and they go, oh yeah, like I want to see more of that, or whatever you want to show them.
I wanted to say one thing. I only follow, like, I just followed Brandy the other day. I don't know anyone on Snapchat other than my kids, but I saw two of the top coaches, or people I know that are top coaches, Amy Silverman and Lindsay Wise, use it. And they do their stories on it, and they talk about their stuff and who they are to get you to want to get to know them better. And maybe you also follow them on Instagram, and that's where they're advertising and giving you links to join their team and stuff. But it's interesting to see how these other people are using it. And really, it's to share their life with you on 10-second video snips. You know, they're here, they're with the dogs, they're on vacation, they're at the store, they're surfing, it's just whatever they're doing. So use it to be unpolished and to help people get to know you, like Brandy was saying. And they will connect with you in other places, or they might private chat you, send you a snap and you can have a little chat or a conversation. But I do feel like it just gives people another way to stalk you. They see the inside you. Does anyone have any other questions? Oh, there's one here. You answered it. Where you connect with most people, Facebook. Okay. Any other questions for Brandy? Snapchat questions? No, I want to thank you.
Anything that they're doing on Snapchat that they want to share?
Yeah, we have a few other users that are using it. Does anyone want to add anything?
I was just going to say, I know, Brandy, you mentioned earlier about the when you screenshot people and they can see it or whatever. It's kind of a good way for you to also track, like if you're posting that meal stuff, if people are are saving that to use it later or whatever, you can use that as a way to kind of follow up with those people too. They're saving it for a reason. It might be weird things they're saving, but if it's the stuff that pertains to Beachbody or business, then just kind of a way to see that they're saving that stuff to look at it later. You can follow up with them and ask them if they made the recipe or if they're meal prepping or whatever. If they have 21-day fix, if you're using containers.
That's a good point. And I did have a customer from my like page do that a couple times. I forgot about that.
Anyone else have a question or something to add? I want to thank you, Brandy, so much. Oh, go ahead. Let's need repeat it.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah. I was going to say, too, Snapchat, you can also do videos. So they're still only 10 seconds, but I also do videos on Snapchat. So, just so you know.
To let people know who you are, or videos promoting what you do, or what kind of videos do you do?
I mean, like you guys already said, like for me, Snapchat is connecting with people on a much deeper level because you're sharing your whole day with them. So I just do videos of not only just random things throughout my day, but like things that you're not going to post on Facebook. Like I'm not going to post a video on Facebook of how I make my shake. So sometimes I'll do that and post it to my story or just stuff like that. But just to say, like, you can do pictures and videos, but I do videos like for everything.
Thank you.
My stepsister and I are on Snapchat all day with each other. Like we don't even text anymore. We just kind of snap back and forth. So like the chat feature, I use it quite a bit. I know Brandy, you said you don't, but if you have like new followers, you can kind of go back and forth with them like really fast too, which is kind of cool. It's kind of like the voice messenger would be for Facebook and other things. You can be like, hey, here's my face and I look crazy, but here I am. Hi.
And I think chat is really valuable too, because I think it's newer, but like as they're watching your story, at the bottom of it, there's just a little thing you can swipe up and it'll say chat. So I've actually had somebody that I randomly had added me on there that was able to just chat up on that picture and ask me something about Shakeology. So, and then when it shows in your chat, it will show like what picture they're referring to. I don't know if that makes sense, but I find it actually more valuable than I did before, being that as they're watching your story, they can respond to your picture basically in writing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's sort of like when someone messages you off of your Facebook like page and it gives you that post first in the box and then everything down below it. It's cool.
Someone just said you could live chat two of you at the same time if you're both on live. And the one thing I wanted to add as a parent, the CPU or the data usage for Snapchat, I've been told, is through the roof. So be careful if you have limited data, if you're not on Wi-Fi and you're using it when you're out and about. I don't know if this is true, but one of the moms that I'm friends with said be careful with your kids. They're using a lot of Snapchat. They're sucking all your data. Okay. Anyone else? I want to thank you again, Brandy, so much.
Lee?
Yeah.
I just wanted to add to I know Brandy said she doesn't use the chat thing much, but when you're in the chat, you can make little voice messages to each other. Like my success partner lives in Minnesota and I don't get to talk to him very often, but like we send like multiple, and so we can sit there and listen, to each other. And I have another customer that she doesn't have Facebook. That's the only way that we can really communicate. And if you have, if you're watching somebody's story and like a couple of things are like boring, if you tap the screen, you can go to the next thing. I do screenshots for blackmail against Brandy. So, cause she sends really embarrassing ones sometimes. So, but no, on the screenshot thing that Sarah, Molnar, she does, she'll sometimes say, this is my outfit, or there's 3 outfits I want to wear. Screenshot the one that you like, and then you can go back and replay it. And so then she watches to see how many people screenshot a certain one. And then, just fun things to get people interactive. But she just shares everything, like coaching. She even Snapchatted that one time that she did the live sneak peek. She was Snapchatting that, like letting people of her followers know what she does on Facebook. Then, in the chat, you can send pictures. It's just, they're usually really blown up big. And half the time, sometimes you might send a quote to somebody or something. I do that sometimes with people, like a customer or something. If they're having a bad day, I can send them a cute little quote or something. But it has to be small enough. Otherwise, it's like blown out and you can't see anything. But yeah, that was basically, I use Snapchat all the time. I do all the stupid stories to everybody, but they all know I'm weird. So,
I actually like Snapchat way better than Facebook.
I do too.
I mean, I swear, all I see is tasty videos on Facebook anymore. Like, people just aren't sharing what, like, we coaches are good at it because we've been taught how to be effective on social media, but I feel like a lot of people aren't sharing their day or who they are anymore. It's all shares of memes and tasty videos.
Do you think, like, with getting followers on Snapchat, Brandy, I mean, shamelessly, I won't even tell you what people I follow on there, but I follow some reality people, and it's really fun to watch, like, their real life. Like, that is the funniest part to me. Following a celebrity is absolutely hilarious. Even that, is it Brett Eldridge, the one that's doing Hardcore 22 or 22 Hardcore? Oh my God, to follow him you will bust a gut. That guy is absolutely hilarious and total smart aleck. So he's like totally my bud. And he doesn't know it yet, but following celebrities, even some of them that you follow, just seeing that their real life is definitely not what you see, on TV. So it's like with us too, people see inside our lives, no editing, no Photoshop, no filter, you know what I mean? So I like it that way because I actually get to see real people's lives, like what they're doing. And, you have to be careful though sometimes because if you accidentally send it to the wrong person, it could be a bad thing. So, but yeah, that's all I had to add.
And I was going to say too, somebody asked about how they're getting friends on Snapchat. I will a lot of times, because like on Instagram is my main thing. If you have like thousands of followers on Instagram, it's harder to keep up with them. So I will like ask people like, hey, are you on Snapchat? And then add them that way. So you can always just ask people too. Like I'll do what I think Brandy said. She put a post and said like, go see this on Snapchat. But I've also asked a lot of people, and that's how I've got a lot of new people on Snapchat, that they'll actually start conversations on Snapchat, whereas on Instagram or Facebook, they might not be seeing what you're posting. So
that's a good thing. Yeah, you could just say, I'm on Snapchat. Are you on Snapchat? Follow me, add me on Snapchat.
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's cool. I think you'll find a lot of people, because not everyone knows how to add people. There isn't really a good way. That's people are like, oh my God, yeah, I want to follow you on Snapchat. Cool, thanks. There's a question down here. If there's no more on Snapchat, Jen Thatcher has a question on Summit. Jen, go ahead.
You know what? I did have to ask Brandy. Remember you put that thing that Snapchat's not all dicks or something? Was that how it is, how it used to be, or what? Because I feel like it's like some 14-year-old porn site or something weird like that.
Yeah. I've never gotten a dick pic. No, I mean, I think it started out as, it got a reputation of being a sexting app. I don't know. I don't know if it used to be like that, but that's not what I've ever experienced.
Okay.
Probably because it goes away. I was just about to get really jealous. I'm wondering why you're getting things and I'm not getting any.
But I feel like a lot of people our age think that's what it is. So that's why that was the point of my post that time.
Not just dick pics.
Oh my God,
is anybody going to that game?
What is that? Tell them I'll be sending out some special Snapchats tonight. Don't friend him on Snapchat.
Is anybody going to that 80s party at Summit? You are? What are you wearing? It's going to be 1,000 degrees. I don't want to wear leg warmers.
Oh my God, I haven't even thought about it. Neon, right? And crimped hair, but I won't crimp.
No, it's 80s.
80s. 80s.
Yeah.
That's 80s.
It's a sex club party.
Neon, isn't that 80s?
Oh, I suppose it is.
I don't know. I mean, I'll go with my high school years.
Like Jane Fonda.
Oh, I don't know. I guess there's a ton of different. I don't know. I hadn't even thought about it. Madonna was in the 80s.
I'm trying to picture myself wearing lace in the heat, and it just sounds bad.
I haven't even thought about summer packing yet, but we can talk. Danielle, lip tack is in the 80s. Isn't that your thing, your jam, Danielle? Are you on phone? She can help you with 80s gear. She's on mute.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not a dress up. I gotta figure that out.
Yeah, I'm not that person either.
we might have fun if we just pick one thing and say, let's all do this. Okay, there's a bunch of.
We'll talk about it.
Okay, dude, she's the 80s person. She's going to show you pics. She said, and someone's getting jealous and creepers and gross stuff. And, okay. 80s cover band. Okay, there's a lot of snaps. We can talk more. There is a party. I don't even know all the requirements. There's a Billy Idol concert as well. So I think you need 15 Success Club points between May and June. And you have to hit Success Club May and June, at least 5, but you need 15 total in the 2 months. If you are going to that party, then that's another party after the party. I don't know how it works. Okay, so we will talk more. We can chat in the group about the parties and what to wear. I think that is a good topic. And even Summit, like less is more this year. I'm going to try and wear like light dresses that don't have a ton of, I sweat there like crazy. It was disgusting, and I hope Summit's not there again. So.
Do you think the auditoriums are going to be cold?
They're air conditioned, so yeah, I mean cold, have a light sweater.
And you can't bring bags in, if I recall correctly.
I think that was to the Nissan Field or whatever, the Titan Stadium. I think into the auditorium you can bring bags, like to where we listened to speakers, we had notebooks and tote bags and backpacks. Yeah, we can have a little group too, because I know there's lots of rules and what's current and not, I don't know.
Is there a meetup for for this team or EKO to get together?
Yep, on Wednesday. A few of us have a preview to the core to go shopping, and then we were going to meet after that at the house that Amelia has rented. So we need to get the address. I was thinking probably around 8, so either a little before or after 8. Just kind of, we'll figure out if we can bring a few things, but you want to bring something to drink and hang. Just very informal, but a place to gather, because the bars were insanely crowded, and it was really hard to meet up with other people in the past, at least last year.
What about, you said Wednesday, what about those of us who are coming on Thursday?
We haven't set anything up for Thursday, so we can probably talk about that.
Okay. Because I'd like to see you guys and actually give you hugs.
That would be cool. We could probably meet like in a hotel lobby, or we just have to find a place and set it and coordinate.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Thank you guys for your time tonight. We're going to work on topics for the next few weeks and share them in advance. And if you have something that you want to hear about, or a speaker that on another team that you want to hear from, or someone on our team that you think does something well, or if you have a skill that you want to share, post in our Trendsetters group or direct message me or Carrie or Jen. We're trying to coordinate topics and really get the next 6 weeks laid out with calls so that you guys know when to schedule your time. Thank you. Have a good night. Love seeing you guys. Bye.